Despite having that kind of trauma, distraction, issue, just everything that you go through when you have an interaction like that throws you off your game, it didn't throw him off his game. 7 catches, 130 yards, and a touchdown, an instrumental part in the turnaround that had the Dolphins down 17-7 and on the ropes.
Deep crap.
But for Javon Holland.
Play of the day.
Punching the ball out.
Yeah.
Punching the ball out from Travis Etienne, or it would have been 24/7, right? Would it have been
24/7? He's going in the end zone.
It would have been night.
Yeah, Jacksonville's defense, they played well. That's the bad thing about this whole thing is Jacksonville's defense did so many good things in the game, made big fourth down stops in the first half, really was kind of keeping that offense under wraps, and then you're going, wow. Jacksonville's just going to dominate the game. Trevor Lawrence was looking good. First-round pick Brian Thomas Jr. was beating Jalen Ramsey down the field and caught a touchdown pass in the back on Jalen Ramsey. And you're going, wow, they got it going here. They're every bit, in the class of the Miami Dolphins, and they can handle the speed and all that. ATN fumbles, and you go, man, he's about to walk in. This is over. Unbelievable play by Holland. I don't know if we got the highlight and we could show it, but yeah, it's the game-changing moment of the football game right there to go from that, and then it was the very next play? I think it was the first play of the drive, but either way, it was the next drive either way.
It was 80-yard touchdown.
Little play-action pass. He looks to Waddle on the left, and Waddle's not open. Well, here, we'll go through all the highlights. Here it is. Perfect. ETN, boom. I mean, he's going to go down maybe at the 1-foot line. Nonetheless, it's going to be first and goal at the 1 or a touchdown. And it did. It felt like it was going to be night for Miami. Here we are, 1st and 10.
Here it is.
Look at this. Look at this play, first off. Waddle on a short little slant, and then they run Tyreek Hill on a deep cross over the top of it. Great throw by Tua, and then it's go, rockets up my ass time with Tyreek Hill. And a great celebration on top of that. Oh, lock him up.
Well, yeah, he put his hands behind his back, and a teammate came over to
Waddle
simulate
came and had the key. He take it off. There it is.
There's the still frame. And
right.
Hey, and Tyreek afterward was on with Melanie Collins from CBS. And very loose, dropped a little F-bomb. Not that
my kind of guy.
We can relate to that. We can relate to that. So, but it was, for the Dolphins, the kind of win that they will need in November. Let's not have 70-20. Let's not have come out and melt the other team under the South Florida sun, make them wear their dark jerseys, and they just can't wait to get the hell out of here, and we're going to score 34 points. They were down 10. It felt like they were going to lose. You would pick them to lose, and I'm thinking, Simms is right. The Jaguars are going to beat the Dolphins. Oh, boy, jeez. Who would have, they got some high expectations this year. They're supposed to win the games in September and then start losing them in November and December. It may not matter by November and December. They found a way to dig deep and come back and win. That is the kind of mindset that this team has been missing.
That's been our complaints
about
them,
That's the thing they can build on.
Right.
So they escaped. It worked. And the added benefit is you get a little mentally tougher, and it maybe carries you the next time you're in a situation like that.
It does. It's a real thing. And we know that they, we've talked about them being a flag football team at times or a front runner when things are going great and it's an open field and it's fast break and boom, boom, boom. Yeah, they're awesome. But as soon as the game gets a little ugly and tough or the weather gets a little, iffy or the game becomes a phone booth game and it's just physical and all that, we've seen Miami kind of melt away in those scenarios. They got something to build on yesterday with that, from that aspect. And that is a real thing in your mind. Again, I didn't play a ton in my NFL career, but in my 1 year when I was a starting quarterback and we went to the playoffs, we won some of these type of games. And I can't tell you, after you win 1 or 2, you start, then a few weeks later, you get in the game again and you go, we're made for this. I like our chances. And you don't blink and you can feel it.
Flip side of the Deshaun Watson stuff we were talking about earlier.
Exactly
You
right.
develop that confidence. You have a look in your eye. You feel it. And the opponent feels it.
They definitely do. And if you can get to that point, that's when you become a dangerous team. It's like, like Mahomes, like we've talked about. He's got that, and the Kansas City Chiefs have that. But it is a very real aspect and good, what you want to say, culture, tough win. Mike McDaniels has been beating this point home down to the Miami Dolphins this whole offseason because he's very aware of that. And I give Mike McDaniel a lot of credit for recognizing it, because a lot of coaches don't want to admit, oh, we weren't tough enough or we couldn't win the tough football games, right? Because most NFL head coaches are so macho. If you said that to them, they'd be like, oh, how dare you say that? We were tough. We just don't play well. We were tough. You're saying we got pushed around? No, we didn't get pushed around, because I've said things like that to coaches before, and they get very upset when you say that. Mike McDaniel, that is what I do love of him. He's cerebral, he's real, and he goes, wait, this is the issue, and I'm going to throw it in my team's face, and I know idiots like Florio and Simms are saying it, and I'm going to confront it and take it head on instead of acting like it's not there. And I give him credit for doing that and taking it, head on. That's what a leader should do, and respect there.
By the way, he got a new contract not that long ago. Did you notice the upgraded ride?
I mean, Bentley?
He had the RS7,
right,
which is identical to my car.
Oh.
He's in a different tax
bracket.
bracket.
Well, yeah, he left you behind,
he left
big
me
boy.
behind,
He
yeah.
left you behind.
He's got the Bentley.
luxury of luxury.
I'm not getting a Bentley.
Why?
And he knew how to lock it.
Yeah,
No,
you could afford it.
My wife won't let me.
But what color
my wife
was it?
thinks if
Because
you
I didn't look at it.
My wife thinks if you spend too much on a car, you're going to go to hell.
Wow.
So
That's
I said I'm going anyway, so I may as well have fun.
That sounds like your wife, and it sounds like somebody that'd marry you.
Hi, it's Mike Florio. Thanks for watching PFT on YouTube. Hit subscribe for the latest news and analysis from Pro Football Talk.